Welcome to another Spiritual Awakening with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. You know what to do. Tag and share and tag. Tag and share and tag. Let somebody know we're on the air. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Almighty, we're so thankful and gracious for this opportunity. Thank you that we're one with you at all times, and all times we're one with you. Thank you for your guidance today. Thank you for your presence today. Thank you for who and what you are in us, with us, and through us. And I bless you. I magnify you. I glorify you. The name, power, and consciousness of Yeshua. It is so, and so it is. Yes, good evening, or whatever time of day it is you are watching right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When you have shared, just type it in the comment section. I shared, or whatever it is you want us to know, to indicate that you have shared. Thank you so much. Good evening to you as well, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. People are coming in, and I am eternally, literally eternally grateful for your presence. Your presence means so much to me now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you dearly. Appreciate you. Want to check in on you in a few minutes, but I always like to remind you of something. You are a powerful
spiritual species of a God class who has unlimited potential and access to unlimited power. I want you to own the power now by typing in the comment section, I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. Come on, type in the comment section, I am powerful. I am powerful. That's it. Type it in the comment section. I am powerful. Speak it out loud wherever you are. I am powerful. That's it. I am powerful. It's all right for you to own the power, as it is for you to express the power, as it is for you to declare the power. I am powerful. Come on, say it. I am powerful. That's it. Come on, say it. I am powerful. Should feel it. You can feel a presence when you say that with conviction. It doesn't make a difference what you've endured. I am powerful. Doesn't make a difference where you're working. It doesn't make a difference what you've been called. It doesn't make a difference how often you've been underestimated. I am by divine permission, with innate, intrinsic permission, intrinsic presence, abilities, divinity. It is so, and so it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, and you for being on tonight. Now let me check with you real quickly. What's good? Tell me about your week. Tell me about your week before I get into some announcements and some teaching. Tell me about your week. What's good? Whatever time of day it is, or whatever day in the week. Live, we're on Wednesdays. It's called Hump Day by some people. Others may be watching me after the fact. Nevertheless, tell me how your week is going thus far. Real quickly, talk to me about your week. I'm curious to know how your week has been going thus far. And this is your opinion. And therefore, there is no judgment. Mine has been an interesting one. I had quite a day today. Constantly making adjustments to my own disposition, my own awareness. And sometimes that can be challenging. That's kind of how my day was, but overall, I am grateful. So grateful. Let's see. It's been great. No complaints. Wonderful. Yes. Wonderful. Here we go. There we go. Thank you so much for sharing how your week has been going thus far. Such an awesome thing. Awesomeness. Before I get into the teaching, I do want to remind you to visit theaggreen.com. That's theaggreen.com. We've got some, let me put it up for you. We've got some new pages up for you that we just added in the last couple of days with some new information, some recent videos, some money saving opportunities, some shopping opportunities, all there on that page. And we will continue to update it every week for you. I want you to make sure to visit theaggreen.com and spend some time there. Who's going to go visit theaggreen.com sometime soon? and spend a little time on the page, I would most certainly appreciate you taking some time to go there, and as well as sharing with other people. We've added a contact page as well where you can leave information, prayer request, or whatever you desire. Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate it. So please take the time to go by and check out the website. We want to constantly make it more empowering. I'm going to eventually add a book section there, not really just my books, but books I recommend that you read to deepen your consciousness, your awareness, your connection to God, and various other subjects from spirituality to psychology and other fields of study that I know will enhance and inspire you. So that page is coming soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we're going to go back to, make sure I pull my lesson up, Joshua chapter 6. Joshua chapter 6. Joshua chapter 6. And I'm asking you, my loyal supporters who are on tonight, to hold me up in meditation and prayer over the next several hours. There's a decision I need to make about something, and I would appreciate some divine manifestation. The Almighty knows my heart and my desires. And so I want you to, if you would, there's a few of you all I asked to do something for me over the course of 3 days anyway. And maybe that's why some of the things happened today with me. Challenging situations that I'm working through now. So I want you to hold me up in prayer and in meditation. Declare and decree answers, manifestation, guidance, all those other things, wonderful things that will reach me, that will impact me and empower me. Okay? I would most certainly appreciate it if my community of supporters would do that for me. Who's going to do that for me? Some of you are already doing it, of course, but who's going to make a more concerted effort, or I should say a more aggressive effort this evening for me? Let me see your hands. Let me see your responses this evening. And if you come on later and replay, as soon as you hear this, even if it's days later, I yet am requesting your prayers and meditation concerning me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, my friend Phyllis Rowe. Good to see you, Phyllis. I hope that all is well with you, Phyllis. Thank you for everybody who's checking in on today. All right, let's get into the teaching. I want my assistants to go ahead and put up Joshua 6 and 2. I think we've pretty much finished working from on Wednesday nights. We were working from Philippians, I believe it was, text in Philippians for a couple of weeks. Make sure I got the right lesson plan pulled up. Feel kind of admittedly fatigued, a little tired, but other than that, I'm ready to go. Yes, it was Philippians 2 is what we have been working on. 2 and 13. I think we spent a couple of weeks discussing that powerful, powerful text. Did I finish that, Pastor Jerry Cotton? Did I finish that on Tuesday night? I think I got to the good pleasure part, eudokia in the Greek. I think I got to that part. I don't even know what the number is on this one. I count on him to help keep me. I just get on here and talk and, don't always keep up with the number of installments in my series. I will try in the future to do a better job with it. I just don't worry with it as much anymore. I've been discussing for about the last 3 weeks Joshua 6 and 2 on Sundays and Wednesdays, NIV. Then the Lord said to uh, Yehoshua or Joshua, see, I have delivered Jericho into your hands, along with its king and its fighting men. And then verse 2, and the Lord said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thine hand Jericho, that's King James, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. Thank you so much. This is part 6, okay? This is part 6. Let me see. Family, this is part 6, so everybody type in the comment section, part 6. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So we're going to talk about good pleasure. Okay, let me talk about good pleasure for a few minutes. Let's see. And then I had some more information I wanted to share on the word see. I think I intended to develop good pleasure a little bit more. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, part 6. Type that in the comment section. Type that in the comment section. And I want my assistants to put up Luke 12 and 32 for us. Luke 12 and 32, and I think that's Luke 17 and 21. Luke 12:32, Luke 17 and 21. Thank you so much for your responses. This is part 6 tonight, talking about divine vision, part 6. Thank you so much. Um, as we finish up here, I have been sharing with you what the definition of vision is in this text. It's not a physical sight. It's not the brain's in and the physical organ of the brain working in concert with the physical organs of the eyes to bring a city in view to Joshua, but it is referring to mental sight and mental insight. And if I don't get to a little bit more information, I wanted to add to that from the Hebrew Jewish perspective, which I haven't elaborated on as to their how they define sight, this particular Hebrew word. I will get to it on Sunday. And we been have been discussing Philippians 2:13. I'll go back through it real quickly. For it is God which worketh energeo, a transitive verb. It is God which worketh uh, in us. For it is God which worketh in us. And I spent quite a bit of time. Matter of fact, put that one up for me again, too, family. Philippians 2:13. Philippians 2:13. I got my notes running in. Okay, I'm good. It is God which worketh in us. So the power of that statement is, again, family, that God is working inside of you. He's working from inside of you. And he's not working from heaven. He's not working from some distant place. You are one with God, and people get conflicted and confused about that when many of the biblical writers have already shared with us, especially from a New Testament perspective, that uh, God, even known as the Spirit of God, works or lives on the inside of us, the inside of us. Matter of fact, I think we discussed the high priestly prayer from John 14 when Yeshua is praying and talking about how he and the Father are one, and asks that the Father not only make us one with him, but make us one with God. All right. And so I want you to understand is, yes, the effect of God when we get to will, and do. The word do is effect. God is working from the inside of you. And I want this to really resonate with you because if you continue to see God in a distant place and separated from you, then your faith is not working fully. Your faith is not working completely. Your faith is not working at optimal capacity. Your faith is not being maximized. If you continue to view God as distant from you, to view God as God who exists in another place and not in you, and if you continue to define God as only being with you when you are doing good things, again, you're cheating yourself. You are defeating your own self. You are combating you're combating your own self. You're combating the benefit of being one with God. You are, in a sense, walking in darkness and forms of ignorance. And if you ever are in a natural relationship with somebody and it's not a good one, you've been arguing, uh, and whatever reason the person seems testy, they're always on the edge. At any minute, something could be taken out of context. We developed a term down here called walking on eggshells. When I say down here, I mean in the physical realm, meaning that you have to be careful, in dealing with certain people. Well, this is how some of us are as it relates to God. We believe we need to walk on eggshells. And we literally believe that offenses and things that are perceived to be wrong, religion has taught you that he's going to separate, the Almighty or the Creator is going to leave you, separate himself, whatever, the minute you do something that's out of bounds. It is difficult for people to be consistent when they have a yo-yo faith. It is difficult for people to be consistent when their faith is up and down and when their faith in their creator is based on whether their creator accepts them today and not accept them the next day. I don't see no likes and hearts coming in on Facebook. I got my phone open tonight. Don't forget to share likes and hearts on Facebook and some occasionally on YouTube. I really, really, really want you to understand that God is working in you. That means you are presently the location of God. You are presently the location of God. And I have talked to you about spiritual principles. I've talked to you about spiritual design. I've talked to you about who we are as a spiritual divine species who are alive because we have the life of God in us, the life of the Creator in us, the spark of God is within us. Whether you go with the Genesis account of uh, depicting God breathing into Adam's nostrils the breath of life, which wouldn't just be H2O, but was himself. Man became a living soul. To other texts, biblical texts, and other extra biblical texts or other religious texts who also have a divine perspective of God and a divine perspective of creation, then you will understand you're not just a physical being, you are a spiritual being. I'm going to say it again. You are not just a physical being, you are a spiritual being. We've got too many things documented over the last few thousand years for people to think that they can 100% have evidence that you're not spirit and that you don't exist outside of this physical plane. We've got too many documented experiences or situations where folk have literally died. They have died and left their bodies. Some people left their bodies, stood outside their bodies, and listened to conversations. Other people left their bodies and went to another dimension. Now, this is what you must understand about the afterlife. This is why I had to reconsider my belief in what happens then. If the afterlife is truly controlled by one God, then there will just be basically one or a small collection of experiences that will be similar by everybody who died. But the truth be told, everybody's not having the same experiences when they die. And these encounters they're having with the creator or other dimensional beings are not all the same. There's a group that is similar, there's a group that's dissimilar. But what I want to drive home to you is that you are more than just a physical body. I want you to type in the comment section, I am more than just a physical body. I am more than just a physical body. Again, people declared clinically dead, no brain activity. We know sometimes people can say, well, brain activity exists. I think it's what is it, 30 minutes after death or something to that effect. I may be wrong with that, amount of time. But we're talking about folk who didn't have no brain activity and came back into their bodies after leaving them. Right? You're more than just a physical body. The real you is spirit, family. That spirit, that spirit that is you is powerful. That spirit that is you is not just limited based on well, I will paraphrase that. It's not just inner shell, inert, inactive, based on a religious or non-religious experience. Mm-mm. When an awareness develops in people that they are spirit, and sometimes this awareness develops earlier in life than it does with others. I just believe that some people are more attuned to that dimension, meaning that their focus is more heightened and their experiences are going to be different than those who are dulled to that existence. Therefore, they're not going to have as many experiences. But but the truth be told, we're all spirit beings. Period. All spirit beings. And so I want you to understand the native you is powerful. We always encourage you to access God that is a part of you, submit to God, the creator, the source and sustainer that is a part of you, so that you can have this partnership, this synergy, this willing oneness to be able to live a fulfilling life and a purpose driven life and actually manifest the life that you came here to manifest. I just don't believe uh, you are here to be miserable. I just don't believe you're here to be sad. I just don't believe you're here to be marginalized. I believe you're here for a whole lot more than that. And so I am always harping on this because no matter how much teaching you hear, until people own that they're powerful, until people own that the native them, them, the real essence of who and what they are is spirit, they're going to be denying themselves of certain power. They're going to be denying themselves of certain access to certain things. All right. So what's powerful is again that it is energo, it is the working, the energy, the power, the movement of God that is working on the inside of all of us. And I gave you some signs to prove that God is working with you, one with you, and from inside of you. We talked about inner peace amidst chaos, to feel spiritually awakened, old patterns breaking, a desire to surrender and trust, more compassionate and purpose driven. We talked about nudges or intuitive guidance. We talked about doors closed and better ones open. We talked about a burning in your soul and you sense protection and provision. These were just a few things that are signs that God is working in you. Are you hearing what I'm saying today? And so I want you to allow that to just vibrate and resonate in you. That there are a myriad of ways, a multiplicity of ways that God working in you can be seen and God working in you will be confirmed. And I want to say this to you. When things happen to disrupt your flow of life, it can be God working in you, the energy, the presence, the power of God working in you, with you, and one with you to take you off of that linear pathway to put you on a vertical one, or to take you off of a pathway that's about to run out or doesn't have a better ending or the best ending for you, to putting you on a different path, to taking you from one trajectory to put you on another trajectory. Am I making any sense? I want you to understand, even when we read from biblical texts, uh, what you meant for bad, Yosef or Joseph said to his brothers, God meant for my good. What is that saying? There are situations that create turbulence in our personal lives. Turbulence can be created, turmoil can present itself. And yes, we have the ability to respond to it. But there are times it is arising in our lives, this clamor, this noise. What appears to be resistance is not resistance, but assistance. Oh, did you catch that? Did you catch that? Sometimes what appears to be resistance is assistance. Type that in the comment section. And I know Pastor Cotton is going to quote it for me. Sometimes what appears to be resistance is assistance. It is divine assistance. Sometimes what appears to be resistance is divine assistance. There are things that appear to be resisting you. And that resistance sometimes is God working in you to say change paths, or it's God working in you to say go above that, learn how to go above that, or learn how to go through that, or learn how to master that. Wow. I hope somebody's hearing me tonight. So we must learn how to be more aware of God, self-aware of our own minds, our own hearts, our own thinking, to recognize when God is actually working in us. Sometimes you were delayed in traffic. Sometimes you left 5 minutes late purposely. It was God working in you to cause you to miss an accident. Sometimes you didn't get to the spot when you should have got to the spot to avoid a tragedy that happened. All right, I'll never forget when I was going to school in St. Louis, living with my grandmother, pursuing my first degree. I was there's a grocery store that's not far from where we lived, and I don't think I've told anybody this story. If I have, I haven't told it in years. I had an inkling to go to this grocery store. I'm trying to remember, Jerry, that grocery store. Let's see, was it Nationals? It might have been Nationals, called Nationals. I used to go in there for mother all the time, or go in there and get stuff for myself all the time. And I had a thought to go by the store that night. Now, mind you, uh, I didn't go. It's like I was going to go and I decided not to go. Well, that night, it was either that night or the next day, I heard on the news that somebody had robbed the store, lined people up in the freezer, and did an execution style murder on all of them. Now, who knows? Had I gone at that time, or at the time I was thinking about going, I could have very well been in the store when the person showed up. So there are times that God is working in you. Again, he's working in you, even if you haven't dotted all your I's and crossed your T's. He's working in you, even if you feel like you are not the best version of you. He's working in you despite your performance that day. For some reason, I had the thought to go and I decided not to go. And I remember thinking, wow, I was about to go to the store that night and I did not go. For some reason, well, I say for some reason, but you know why? I did not go. Am I making any sense? So God is working in you now. And if you're asking for more love, then God is going to use you and use your life and use your decisions to push out things that's not giving you love, to open yourself up to things that will give you love. If you're expecting abundance or desire abundance, then God is working in your mindset. All right. God is working in your thinking. God is working in your imagination. God is working in your core beliefs. All right. There may be something that presents itself into your cyclical, the way you, process information. You could be believing in disinformation, and true revelation pops up that appears to be resistance to you. To you, the revelation is resistance. You've never heard of it before. It's never been taught to you before, or you heard about it and people told you stay away from it. But now you're listening and something is resonating in you. You sense that there is a truth that's being propagated here and you're drawn to it. To the old mind, it appears to be resistance. To the old mind, it appears the old way, it appears to be resistance. But to the new mind that is emerging, that is being birthed, it is necessary. Mm, mm, mm. Do you realize that there are many, many no's? There are many, 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 many no's that are God working in you. Many no's that are God working in you. You thought the no, and was the end of the world. You feel like the no, you collapsed behind the no. You kicked and screamed behind the no. And then you waited a few days or a few weeks or a few months and it became clear to you why it happened. Mhm. Because God was working in you to close that door because it had become detrimental to you. You asked for it, you desired it, you meditated, you prayed on it. You didn't know it was going to come, you didn't know it was going to conclude this way. You don't didn't know it was going to work out as a part of the answer to prayer or to put you on the right pathway or to conclude a season to open a new season or to conclude a chapter to open a new chapter. You just know you prayed it, you believed it, you received it, and then this thing happened and you thought, oh, I'm off the track, this is not what I want. But you realized later it was what you needed and wanted. God working in you. Hear me, I got to finish up here today. In, the word in again is a fixed position or location, a fixed position or location. Both to will, thelo, will, the word will is thelo, to be resolved or determined to purpose, and to do. So we put that up. Let's see, what did we put up? Let me go back up. We put up was that Luke 17 and 21? Was that other text that asked you to put up? 12 and 32. Here we go. Do we have that in King James too? Here we go. What is his will? Do not be afraid, flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom. He has been pleased to give you the kingdom. And then here's the NIV 17:21. Nor will people say, here it is, or there it is, because the kingdom of God is in your midst. This chapter is telling us here right now, he's pleased to give us the kingdom. Why? How is he giving you the kingdom? He's giving you the kingdom because he's a resident in you. And with God, the creator, source, and sustainer, comes the kingdom, comes the spiritual dimension, comes the rule and the reign of the creator. For this God which worketh in you both to will and to do to his good pleasure. So I don't want to get into a lengthy conversation about the will tonight, but I want you to understand that everything that is necessary for you exists in the kingdom, exists in super reality. Everything you could ever want or desire exists in the spiritual, in the mystical place, the place that you as a spirit already reside, but levels and dimensions exist in that realm itself for you to access, not just the third dimension, not just, which is three dimension, not just the fourth dimension, not just the fifth dimension, not just the 11th dimension that scientists say every brain can perceive. There are many religious, mystical, spiritual circles that believe there are hundreds of dimensions. Some of them believe they have explored them. But what I want you to understand is that it is his resolve. The word will here, uh, resolved or term determined or purposed, right? So he wants to work his resolve and his purpose in you. Type that in the comment section. God wants to work resolve and purpose in me. Type that. God wants to work resolve and purpose in me. In me. That's where he wants to work it, in me, not outside of me, not in a book, but inside of me. Mm, mm, mm. That's where the location of the kingdom is. That's where the location of the endless supply is. That's where the location of infinity is. Come on now. It is already in you. And we have layers and layers and layers of persona, layers and layers and layer of personality, layers and layers and layers of carnal natural conditioning, to the extent that we are asleep or in darkness to those dimensions that we have access to. And we even see it in biblical texts amongst the 12 disciples who later became apostles, how some went to certain levels dimensionally that others didn't go to for whatever reason. And even in this lifetime we live in right now, it is the same way. There are people who will listen to a message like this, and they only want to be 3D. They only want to be 3D. They have problems accepting that there is a fourth dimension. They have problems understanding and ordering their life by something greater than their five senses. Then there are people who want to live in the 4D. There are people who recognize there's a 5D. There are people who recognize there's a 6D, but they only want to be within those particular dimensions. Don't talk to them about going anywhere else. It's foreign to them. It's spooky to them. It's strange to them. It scares them. That makes them fearful. Hear what I'm saying today. But I want you to understand, and I want you to recognize that God's rule and reign, God's will for good pleasure, all right, for good pleasure, eudokia, which we haven't gotten into yet, but eudokia means goodwill. It means kindness or kindly intent. It means benevolence. The kingdom that operates in you is designed to give you everything you need or desire. The kingdom that operates in you, that dimension that you are a part of, is designed for you to access, for you to withdraw from. Come on now, for you to write a spiritual check and it be able to cash it and it not bounce. I need you to hear me. It is a king's domain. It is a creator's domain. Yes, we can say the physical is a part of that. What I want people to understand is how to operate like Yeshua was showing Joshua how to operate family above the physical. Let me show you this right quick. I'm not going to get into that, but let me show you this right quick. Let me see if I can get my face up on here somewhere. Uh, Not quite what I'm trying to do here. Let's see. That's not it. Let me find the right screen. Thing be moving around on me. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I don't like it. You see me at the bottom. There's another one I could put up here. I get these things confused sometimes. Or maybe I just take myself off. So in order to see it, to be it, can you see that on your screen? See if it might be as big as I can make it. Can you see that on your screen? Let me know if you can see it on your screen in the comment section. Let me know if you can see it on your screen in the comment section. At the bottom represents the 3D world, Jericho's walls, Jericho's power structure. I have a quote in there from, I believe that's Elik Shafak, who says, the mind's eye is a canvas where dreams and visions come to life. The walls are three-dimensional. It represents the physical. It represents the quantifiable. It represents the measurable. It represents empirical data. It represents physical force and physical might and physical technology. It represents uh, the power that armies possess, the power that physical power that nations possess. It represents the composition or the collection of power from a humanistic point of view. It represents the credit system. It represents the tangible financial system. It represents the political system. It represents the educational system. It represents uh, um, the financial system. All that in 3D represents that. which can be immense, which can be vast, which does within itself hold power, which does within itself have great influence. But when the Almighty is telling Joshua to see, okay, again, the will and to do family is in Joshua. Joshua is being taught the will and to do, the resolving, the intent, and then the word do, the effect is inside of Joshua. That's where it is. That's where it lives. That's where it resides, inside of Joshua. Joshua had to understand and Joshua had to recognize that in order for him to attain victory, in order for him to know victory, there we go, in order for him to experience victory, he had to look inside first. Catch that. Now, listen, when you look inside, family, if you look correctly inside, you'll get what's called understanding, but that mental sight to see, perceive, have vision. And I wanted to get into that a little deeper. I'll save it for Sunday, the Jewish concept and perspective of that. Okay. But it's a mental sight. It's something that exists within. It's vision from within, family. So when you look inside to solve problems, family, when you look to the kingdom to solve problems, you look to the spiritual, the divine, the world above this world, where a part of you exists, then you are elevating yourself above the physical. You are elevating yourself above the 3D. Notice faith is there. Faith exists there. Notice given, the word given here, he's have given in the King James. Nithan, which means to give, put, set. That's there. Things that are already given are there. So watch this. Hear what I'm saying today. There's a physical Jericho, all right? But there's also a Jericho that exists by our own creation and our own perspective in our hearts. And then that Jericho, how do you relate to the Jericho that you see in the physical that exists also in the mental? Come on here, somebody. That car that you and I are looking at, you'd think it just exists on the car lot or on the website. No, it's existing in you. And the question is, where do you buy the car from? The question is, how do you possess the car? The question is, how do you really purchase the car? You say, well, I go to the car lot. No, 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 no. That's an after effect, or that is an effect, or that is the effect. That is the do. That's based on the resolve and the intent or the will. And the will exists inside of you, just as the effect first exists inside of you. You see it within, you connect to it within, you collect within, you purchase within. Glory. You possess the city, the job, the career, whatever it is first within by literally seeing with mental and spiritual sight and insight on the inside first. My Lord. Am I making any sense to anybody? Somebody talk to me. Y'all quiet. I don't see too many likes and hearts coming through on Facebook. Let me say this. Let me see what time it is. I got a few minutes left. Let me say this. I want to pull out a quote here. I don't think all that quote. Yes, it did. It got on there, but let me. I couldn't get all the source on there, but I will leave the name on here. There's a powerful quote from Catherine Kerrigan. She says this: when your soul communicates through clear vision. Now, clairvision isn't clairvoyance. Don't get that confused. Clairvoyance is another term that means to see the future. That's not what clairvision is. I'm going to define clairvision in a minute. Clairvision, when your soul communicates through clairvision, which is really clarity vision, Give yourself permission to manifest into physical reality the picture your soul shows you in your inner vision, end quote, Catherine Carrigan. I'm going to read it again. When your soul communicates through clear vision, give yourself permission to manifest into physical reality the picture your soul shows you in your inner vision. Again, this is what Joshua is practicing. Now, this is what clairvision means, not clairvoyance. Clairvision does not refer to psychic clairvoyance, but a state of conscious awakening, clarity vision. It's a vision of the heart away from the chatter or away from confusion or away from noise. It is literally clear vision. I want you to type in the comment section, clear vision. Wow. Come on here, somebody. Type it in the comment section, clear vision. I got to close, but I want to leave a reference for you to consider. See, family, clear vision is not seeing at the bottom. Clear vision is not seeing, family, at the bottom. It's not seeing the walls of Jericho as brick walls. That's not clear vision. Clear vision, clarity vision, family, is a clear picture of whatever it is you desire. It is a clear picture that is a clear scene that is depicting something happening in your life. Now, hear me. You can have clarity or clear vision of your demise. You can have clear vision of you succumbing. You can have clear vision of you losing. And this is what people are manifesting. This is what people are seeing show up in their lives. But God wants you to have clear vision as a spirit being. Remember, without a vision, the people perish. Remember, we discussed that the word vision there it means revelation. The revelation is higher than your situation. The revelation is up here. So when you have clarity vision, hear me, you are seeing like God. You're seeing as a God. You are seeing from that place and creating from that place. So you're creating up here and it will manifest down here. You're creating up here and it will manifest down here. I'm going to say it again. You're creating up here and it will manifest down here. Wow. Come on, hear me, hear me, hear me. The mental sight, the spiritual insight. Come on. When you imagine it and see it as done, persistently, even if it's for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Some folk only need one time, other people need to practice every day. Hallelujah. But when you see it with clarity, so there's a scripture in Habakkuk that tells us to write the vision and make it plain. I know there's a lot of literal interpretations of that, but let me give you a spiritual metaphysical interpretation of that. It is necessary for your heart and your mind to clarify vision to manifest it. And your vision, the writers say, should be so clear that somebody, if you wrote it out, should be able to pick it up and manifest it with you or manifest it on your behalf, or at least know what your vision is because you made it so clear. Come on now. It's time to get clarity and crystal clear about things. Did you hear what I said? It's time to get clarity and crystal clear about things. I realized I had a list of for a business slash job. Some of the things were checked off, all the things were not checked off. Now that list is talking back to me, saying to me from within me, we got to manifest this fully. God is saying within me, you got to manifest this fully. What is your clarity about a relationship? What is your clarity about romance? What is your clarity about finances? What is your clarity about education? What is your clarity about raising your family? What is your clarity about overcoming sickness that may be operating in you? What is your clarity about overcoming any mental challenges, any mental disorders, any mental deficiency you may be dealing with? What is your clarity to win with poverty? What is your clarity to master your enemies? What is your clarity to within to master yourself? What is the vision? Is the vision I just get up and go through life? I just stumble and trip and fall and get up with just a plan to keep walking and not know where I'm going, keep walking, not know what I'm doing. Hoping, watch this, I get lucky, hoping somebody just throw me a bone, hoping stuff just change, even though I'm not thinking differently and speaking differently. Clear vision or clarity vision. If again, you can have clarity vision about pessimism, about doom, about gloom, about the sky falling, about everything working against you. And it would appear the cooperative components in your physical reality are working against you. And yes, they will show up that way because you put it there. You, from your clear vision, your clear vision, created and define your life as one of misery, and that's always going to be miserable and always going to have struggle and not going to ever be happy. Oh my goodness, somebody help me here today. But that mental sight, that insight, that spiritual sight that Joshua is challenged to connect with is elevated. It is above. It is from a divine perspective. Now see it as done. See it as completed. Come on here, somebody. What is it that you need to see as done? What is it that you need to see as completed? And last but not least, as I close for tonight, of his good pleasure. It is his good pleasure to give you the kingdom. It is his good pleasure to see you happy. It is his good pleasure to see you thriving. It is his good pleasure to see you experiencing success. It is his good pleasure for you to know joy. It is his good pleasure for you to have access to all those wonderful talents, gifts, and abilities you have. It is his good pleasure to help you get up when you've fallen. It is his good pleasure to restore your soul. It is his good pleasure for miracle signs and wonders to manifest from within you. Come on now. It is his good pleasure for you to be blessed, to be a blessing to other people. It is his good pleasure for you to overflow with every need and desire so you can share the overflow with other people. It is his good pleasure that you be in love that's so deep and so steep until it make your toes curl. Come on now. It is his good pleasure that you laugh and belly ache because with a laugh because you're enjoying yourself. So it is his good pleasure that you be a powerful representative in the earth of love, peace, and joy. Come on now. It is his good pleasure that you be unselfish and have a great business and take some of the proceeds and be a blessing to other people. It is his good pleasure that you take the message of the gospel of love and the gospel of consciousness to the world and bless the masses. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It is his good pleasure that you are able to get your hair done. It is his good pleasure that you drive the vehicle you believe you can drive. It is his good pleasure that you work at the place where you actually enjoy and not working there just to pay your bills. The kingdom is within you. He's given you the kingdom. You are a part of the kingdom. You are a citizen of that kingdom. And he was glad to give it to you. The question is, the question is, do you see it in you? Do you see it within yourself? Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself the way God sees you? Are you tapping into that divine vision? Are you tapping into that divine insight? Come on now. Hear me real clearly. What do you see? That's the question. What do Are you opening your heart up now, experiencing limitless access to a wonderful God, spiritual universe that's immeasurable and not quantifiable. Are you purposely, consciously aware that I am powerful? Are you really aware of the mirror divine image that you are? Are you really aware that you are Joshua every day with a God in your head and a God inside of you that is showing you time after time, if you allow, to defeat and knock down what appears to be obstacles, what appears to be opposition, what appears to be enemies? Can you see it? Can you hear God? Can you feel God? Do you know Him in this intimacy, within this framework of intimacy? See, Phyllis, I have given you the city. See, Linda, I have given it to you. See, Hillary, I have given it to you. See, Krista, I have given it to you. See, Jerry, I have given it to you. See with clarity. Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I see the business, the chairs, the people lined up, the employees, the computer systems, the network. Come on now. I see the thronging crowds waiting to get in. Do you see it? Do you see it being given unto you? Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, Linda. It's already given. This is what's powerful. This is what's powerful. In the kingdom, in that dimension, everything already exists in a complete state. People are building things down here that already exist in completion up there. Oh, you need to catch that. People are building things down here that already exist in completion in here. Satadaba. I hear the Spirit of God say, open doors inside and access endless warehouses, endless expanse of completed things, completed dreams, completed visions, completed desires, completed aspirations, completed yearnings and groanings. It's already there. And do like Joshua. Reach out within yourself and see victory over Jericho. Love you so dearly. You want to give, you can use these opportunities to give tonight. Oh my goodness. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking. I want your feedback. It's already done. It's already completed. Things in that dimension, you don't put them together. You access it completed and it manifests here. Maybe as a building project. Maybe as pieces in a sequence that have to be collected. But it already exists there in complete assembly. Come on here, somebody. Just access it. Just allow yourself permission to have that clarity vision. Ooh, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it for you. I sense it for you. I sense it, I sense it, I sense it for you. See the chairs lined up in your shop. See the books in your hand that you have written. See See it, the clothes that you desire that you're wearing. See yourself entering into the professional workspace you desire to work in. See, see Charlotte, I've given it to you. See Phyllis, I've given it to you. See Krista, I've given it to you. He's talking to you and me. $ AG Green. Your donations are most definitely appreciated and put to good use. Yes, Linda. C, or $ AG Green Enterprises. I've got some new stuff you'll see on Sunday that I'm taking these donations and upgrading some things here. I appreciate you all so much. And don't forget to go visit theaggreen.com. We've got new pages up for you with new resources for you to access, from health to wealth, saving money, other good things, videos. Make sure you visit the site. Y'all love me? I hope you love me, because I sure love you. All right, let's see. Let's see the feedback here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's now, family. And I release you with the shalom blessing. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing and nothing broken. It is so. So it is. Don't forget, focus your prayers and meditations and intentions. Send them my way. Thank you. Thank you.